Hey, it's Dwayne here from Minds at Play, and I'm here with a guest.
Hello, my name is Adam Davis. I'm a founder and executive director of the nonprofit organization Game to Grow.
Game to Grow, what are you doing with us? What's
Well,
the news?
we are excited to be collaborating. Part of Game to Grow's mission is to get more games into more communities to make sure more people are able to access the life enriching magic of play. So, what better organization to be partnering with than Minds at Play to
Yeah.
get more people playing more games around the world?
Wow. I'm so happy that we managed to get this collaboration happening. By the way, what exactly are we doing together? How are you helping us, and how are we helping everybody?
So, Game to Grow has been using games like tabletop role playing games, ECMGs, really working to help build safe, supportive communities for youth, adolescents, teens, really playing games in a way that allows communities to come together. It doesn't matter if they have what kind of challenges they have coming from outside, coming into the gaming space. We can run these games in safe, supportive ways to allow these youth to connect with each other. It's our mission. And hearing what Minds at Play is doing using TTRPGs and ECMGs as well, we want to collaborate and support your games masters to be using games in a really transformational way as well.
I like that you've used that new acronym. We've just created that new acronym. If you've just heard it for the first time, ECMGs, exploratory cooperative multiplayer games. It's video games that are focused on working together in a way that really changes the negative persona of games. And that's what we love about this thing. This is why we've coined that brand new phrase together. Um, but what is the training that my games masters are going to go through? You want to run them through a list of topics? I would love to hear.
Sure. So when we were started this conversation about how we could best support each other in this, what I understood is that some of the participants that come to your program, right, the players that come to your program, have some accommodations that they need to really get the most out of this program. So what Game to Grow is going to be doing as part of this bespoke training is helping your games masters understand how to make that space safe, rewarding for any player, be they neurodivergent or otherwise. And not only that, but we want to talk about what the qualities of an effective games master is. Part of the training will be going over what we call Spark, that all effective games masters have spontaneity, playfulness, attunement, restraint, and knowledge. So we're building that into the training program so that your games masters can bring that to the table every single day to help support those players become more confident, creative, and socially capable.
Wow. And that's going to be a Minds at Play game to go branded certified program that comes through us, and I absolutely love that. So talk to me about how long have you been a player and a dungeon master?
So I first learned how to play tabletop role playing games around 1993 at a Boy Scout camp. From taught by my older brother and his friends. My brother is 4 years older than me, and so in a Boy Scout tent is where I first learned how to play tabletop role playing games. Really caught top role playing games at the time. We didn't have a table in our tent, and I grew up in a small town in South Texas here in the United States, and it was difficult to find friends and find community. So I went to the mall and sat in the bookshop reading the tabletop RPG books, the Encyclopedia Magicas that came out around that time, and then just used that to find my community. I kind of was an outlier. I was kind of a misfit kid who couldn't find his place. I was bullied a lot at school, and I used these tabletop role playing games to really help myself connect with others and really explore my own identity through the characters I was playing. And now, as executive director of Game to Grow, I want to transition and allow other youth to get that same opportunity. I learned more about who I was through playing my monk, my ninja character that I played. I learned more about myself, and I'm doing that now with youth to help them better understand themselves through the characters that they play as well.
Wow. I can tell you my first experience of tabletop RPGs. You explore a character that is effectively yourself, and most people do that. And that was a half orc named Desrin for myself. And I then also then flipped it to play somebody who I was not a fan of, and that person was my manager, and that character allowed me to not get into any disagreements with them in the real world. And I'm like, okay, there is some gold in this space over here. Let's find out what we can really do with it. And what I've really appreciated about Game to Grow, you've put out some amazing things to assist the community. Uh, Tell us a bit about that if you can.
So, Game to Grow, like I said, our mission is not just to serve the communities that we serve, but to help globally. Our mission really has been since day one: a game in every school, a game in every hospital, a game in every home. And we were actually the keynote presenters at the Washington State Association of Marriage and Family Therapy, talking about tabletop role playing games and how they're utilized. We had an auditorium full of therapists who were listening to our stories and understanding conceptually how these games could be used. And none of them had really ever sat down and learned how to play TTRPG yet. And so they asked us how to get started. And we realized there wasn't an on ramp, there wasn't a support program for people to get into this field. So what we did is we designed a take-home kit called Critical Core. And Critical Core is a simplified rule set that's meant to be accessible not just for brand new players, but also brand new facilitators. So it's designed to be accessible by all kinds of different populations. And it's really got three main components in it. It has a simplified rule set that I was explaining before. It also has the facilitator's guide, which includes a lot of the things we're going to go over in our training, a little bit deeper in there too. And then it also has a really specific kind of story design where we use what we call the DOTS system of narrative construction to align every in-game encounter with a real-world area of social growth. So that beginner's box right there, that take-home kit, is really designed to get more people playing games in an intentional way.
Absolutely. And we have seen similar stories with our players coming to join us. A family, there's a story of a family of three siblings joining one table. And I knew for a fact that after one term, they were gone. They bought every book, every asset that we had. I knew for a fact that they were gone, but we're like, let's see what happens. And at the end of the term, like expected, they disappeared. And we were like, yes, congratulations, success, because they went home to play a family game, and there's nothing more bonding than having your entire family around a table, being orcs and minions and a whole bunch of other chaotic things. I am really looking forward to this collaboration and what it means for our games masters and what it means for our players through supported games masters, and looking forward to speaking to you more about how we end up uh, building this training out for upcoming Games Masters. Thank you all, and actually thank you again, Adam, and we'll see you all shortly.
Thanks for having me, Dwayne.